morning, happy Saturday. Today, thank you for joining me for Pilates mat. We'll start standing and let's begin with our Pilates roll down. So stand with your legs hip distance apart. Try to line up your toes and knees straight ahead, but if that's not comfortable, just position a comfortable position for your knees. Stand really tall, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, we're gonna roll down. All we do is tuck our chin, we start to round our back, we lower our body, feeling that stretch in the back body muscles, and then slowly take it back up. So let's do that again. Deep breath in at the top, exhale, roll down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale up, lifting your chin last. And one more time. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Inhale, exhale up. Okay, once you're at the top of the move, let's take our hands to our shoulders and we're gonna circle our arms around. So nice big circle. You can also do this with your arms by your side like this, it's up to you. Just try to loosen up any tight muscles in the neck, shoulders, and back. All right, let's go the other way. So if your hands are here, we're just reaching our elbows back, up and around. Good, and two more, and one more. All right, now from here, legs together, let's take our hands to our waist, trying to keep your shoulders relaxed. Let's take it up onto our toes, warming up our lower body, getting our body ready for our workout. And now from here, drop one heel down, so we bend one leg straight. Take it back up and then switch. Take it back up, switch, good. Getting a little movement in our ankle and feet. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, both heels down. Let's take our feet wide. This is all part of the warm-up. One hand can go on your waist or your leg for a little bit of support. Let's go into lateral flexion. It's nice to move our spine in different directions. This will help loosen up any tight muscles, especially in those back body muscles. Reach up and over. Now keep going and let's start thinking about our abs. We want to gently pull them in a little closer to our spine. Just make sure you're breathing. Good, and one more. All right, moving our legs again for the warm-up. Turn your toes and knees in a little bit and take it back into a squat. And just hold it here. So we shift our weight back. We try to fold at our hip. Getting down low if you're comfortable. If not, take it up a little higher and then stand tall. Let's do one more. Sit back, hold in those abs. Look down so your neck's lined up with the rest of your body. And then take it up. All right, let's walk our feet in. With our arms by our side, we're just gonna lift them slowly straight out to the side without lifting our shoulders and circle your arms around. Small controlled circle, keeping your body nice and steady. Let's go the other way for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now the last move is part of the warm-up. I'm gonna angle my body a little bit so you can see from the side. Raise your arms up in front. You can bend them if it's uncomfortable here or keep them straight. Lower your arms and then take them back behind your body. Now we're gonna add lower body. So we reach up, look straight ahead. Now as we lower our arms, we're gonna bend into a squat, lengthen our legs, lift our arms. Take it back to a squat, stand tall. Picking up the pace, we bend, straighten, bend, lift. Bend, straighten, bend, lift. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now reach wide and lower your arms down. Okay, shake out your arms. We'll spend a few minutes standing, then we'll take it down onto the mat. So let's start in that externally rotated position with our feet wider than our body. Take it down to a comfortable position where you can maintain a neutral spine, little arch in our lower back. Now from here, let's just start off with a little move, little pulses. You're gonna really start to feel it in your legs. Good, staying tall and making sure your shoulders don't ride up by your ears. Let's keep them down. Using those back muscles to hold the shoulders in place. 8 more, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2. Now slowly lengthen. Move your feet out a few inches wider. We're gonna go into a side lunge. Place your hand on your leg. So we're in a little bit of rotation. Hold it, and then over to the other side. A little bit of rotation. Good, let's go back and forth for 8, 8, 7. One leg straight, one leg bent. Good, 4 more. Getting down a little low, so we're hinging at our hip. Last one. Now hold it to one side. Take the outside hand, reach for the floor, hold it for a few seconds, and then come back up over to the other side. Opposite hand, reach for the floor. Let's do 2 more, slow and steady. Over to the other side. 1 more. Good. And now take it to the center, both legs straight, and walk your feet in. Parallel position. I'm going to angle a little bit. Let's get into a hinge here and bend knees to a squat. Reach your arms forward. So my spine is staying nice and lengthened, and then I come up tall, look straight ahead, and my arms finish by my side. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Now with Pilates, we tried it. Inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth. Exhale like you're exhaling through a straw. But if that's not comfortable for you, as long as you're breathing, important just not to hold your breath. Inhale. Exhale, 4 more. Bend your knees, bend your hip. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Last one, and stand up tall. Now legs together. Arms by your side with your hands in. Let's go up onto our toes again, a little balance challenge. We'll spend a few minutes on balance. Keep your knees straight, heels up, lower down. Turn your legs out with your heels closed, toes pointed out. You can place your hands on your waist or keep them down. I'm gonna move my hands here. So take it up onto your toes, keep your knees nice and straight, really contract in the top of our leg, and then lower down. Feet a little wider, externally rotated, glutes contracted, abs contracted. Take it straight up towards the ceiling, good. Hold, take it down. Back to a parallel position, but the next move, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Shift your weight centered and lift straight up. So both feet are planted into the ground. Our body weight's in the middle of both legs. Now let's hold it and do a little movement with our arms. We're gonna lift our arms up by our ears and slowly return to our side. Inhale, lift your arms up. Remember, heels are lifted. Exhale down, 2 more. You're probably really starting to feel it in the lower leg. 1 more. And lower down. Drop your heels and switch legs. So 1 foot in front, 1 foot a little behind. They're only about 1 inch or 2 apart. And then take it up onto your toes. Now this time, whoops, find your balance. Raise your arms out to the side, shoulder height. Pull in those abs. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, 1 more. And drop your heels. Shake out your legs. I'm going to turn completely to the side. Now we're going to go into a lunge. So step back with 1 leg, shift your body weight back. The back foot, we're on the ball of our foot and drop straight down. Make sure your feet are not too close. A little bit apart here so you're comfortable and you can drop straight down. Now we're going to hinge at our hip, which gets a little more challenging. Keep your hips centered between the front and back foot. Hold it right here. Now with your arms down, because we're going to add a little movement here. Opposite arm forward, we're going to do a little run where the back foot comes in to the front and then we step back. Keeping the front leg bent the entire time. 8, you're going to really feel it in the front leg. 6, good. Keep that long spine. Make sure you don't round. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Take it back, step forward, take a little rest, and switch sides. Step back, keep your hips pointing straight ahead, drop straight down. Hinge, don't move your hips forward. Okay, when you're ready, opposite hand in front. So if your left foot's in front, it's right arm. And then step in, step in, step in. Okay, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, and 4. Lunges are great for glutes. And 2, and 1. Finish back, hold it, and step forward. Shake out your legs. Okay, legs hip distance apart, arms by your side, but with your palms back. We're gonna hinge, lifting our arms a little bit. Lengthen your back. You can bend your knees a little if it's not comfortable, or straighten them. Feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. Now just pulse your arms up for triceps, the back of your arms. Don't let your head hang. Nice alignment. 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, hold it, and then take your body back up nice and tall. Relax your arms. Okay, another balance challenge. Stand with your legs together, hands on your waist, lift one knee up in front, and as you lift your knee, keep the glutes exactly the same, so we don't want to tuck in around our lower back. If you feel like you need to come here, then lower your knee so your chest can be lifted and eyes straight ahead. Now let's do some pulses here. Balancing on that nice straight leg. And 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2. Now the same leg, we're going to take it back behind our body. Lean over a little bit into a scale. Little kicks with the back leg. Keeping your legs straight. 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Arms are reaching. 3, 2, and 1. Now that same leg, go back to a knee, finish, hold, breathe, and lower down. Shake out the standing leg. Let's switch sides. I like to place my hands on my waist, but again, you can keep them down if you'd like. Okay, other leg up. Find your balance, hips even. Lift your knee, tiny little move up towards the ceiling. And 8, 7, 6. So we're folding in the hip, not in our back. Okay, hold it up right here. Now take that same leg back into a scale. I like to reach my arms on this one. Arms nice and straight, and they kick, kick, kick. 8 more. You don't have to go high with this kick. We want a nice stable back. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same leg. Keep that balance. Come up to a knee. Hold and lower down. Shake out your legs. Okay, I'm going to face you again. A little bit of upper body, and then we'll go down onto the mat. Lift your arms. You can stand with your legs apart or together. It's up to you. Drawing those abs. Release any tension in your neck. Start with circles. We'll spend about 3 minutes with upper body. Without weights, you'll feel that resistance, the weight of your arm. You'll start to feel that burn in all the muscles in your arms. Let's go the other way. Now we're circling. We're trying to stand tall, good posture. Little eyes straight ahead. All right, circle the other way. You're probably already feeling it. Now if you have hand weights, go ahead and grab those weights. It's up to you. Let's go the other way again. 8, 7, 4 more. Okay, we're going to continue to hold our arms up. I'm going to change it up. Move your arms forward without moving your shoulders forward. So you want to feel a little contraction in the back, pulling those shoulders down and back. Now pull back and reach, and exhale and inhale. Eyes straight ahead. Concentrate on the muscles in the upper back as you bend and pull your elbows wide and back. 4 more. And 3, and 2. Now hold it here, palms towards me. 1 arm at a time, reach and bend, switch, reach and bend. You got it. 8. Exhale as you reach. 6 and 5. Keep going. Try to lengthen your arm, even if it's a wide reach, that's okay. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, now holding your arms 90 degrees, move them forward in line with our shoulders, but don't let the chest sink back. Keep your chest lifted and then open. Exhale, inhale. Good. And 4, and 3. We're almost done. 2, and 1. Now stretch your arms out with your palms facing the ceiling. Try to get, if there's a little bend, try to get your elbows nice and straight. Good. Hold it there. Now let's go into bicep curls. Curl and lengthen. Curl and lengthen. Good. 8 and 7, 6. Now think about the abs. Don't forget those abs. Pull them in. 4 more. And 3 and 2. We're going to finish with triceps. So lengthen, lower down. I'm going to turn to the side. Shake out your arms. Bend your knees a little and get down low. Even lower. Stretch your arms straight back like we did earlier. Those little pulses. Concentrating on the back of your arms. So we want our arms nice and straight. We're going to change this in just a few seconds. Now hold your arms up, turn your palms in. Lift your arms a little higher than your body and pulse in, 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 in. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the last one, we're going to bend and straighten. Keep your elbows lifted. And breathe. And 8 and 7. My palms are in. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it straight. Take a deep breath in on the exhale. Use those back body muscles to lift and shake it out. All right, let's take it to the back of our mat. Start with your legs together. We're just going to do some calf raises, and then we'll go down, stand tall, and just some calf raises. We'll lift and lower our heels. Good. Keep going. Nice posture. So a little arch in your lower back, a little arch in your neck. Chin lifted. 8 more. 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels down. Reach your arms up. Dive forward. Pull those abs in. Round your back. Bend your knees a little bit and walk it out to a plank. Hands under your shoulders. Hold the strong plank position here. If this gets to be too much for you, just lower your knees. This would be the modification. Let's hold it for a good 20 seconds. Eyes down, back of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. Okay, just 10 seconds. Hang in there. Okay, slowly lower your knees, child pose stretch, relax your toes, shift back with your hips, reach your arms long, this should feel wonderful for your body, nice stretch in the hip, glute, a little bit of quad, arms reaching so you might get a nice back stretch. Now we're gonna round our back and come forward into extension with our knees down, so we're gonna try to arch a little bit, but hold those abs in strong. Look past your mat, don't lift your chin too high. Make sure your neck's comfortable. Okay, back to child pose stretch one more time. Now in this position, let's do a little stretch for our wrists. Keep your fingers on the mat and lift the palm of your hands up so you're stretching the muscles in your hands. Hold it and lower the palm of your hands down. Now sit back on your heels and drag your hands back, rounding it up. It's like the Pilates roll up standing, but we're kneeling. And once you're up tall, reach your hands back, open up the chest and lengthen your arms, but you can keep them low. We're gonna feel a stretch in our arms and shoulders. Make sure your head doesn't go forward. Keep your head right over your body. And release. Okay, back to a plank position, but with our legs hip distance apart. Downward dog stretch. You can stay here if you prefer not to be upside down, or try it. Heels down or low, they don't have to touch the mat. Legs lengthen, head between your arms. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs, and now take it back to a plank. Hold it here. You can adjust your feet so you're comfortable. Okay, knees down. Now let's pull our legs in nice and close. Lower down to your forearms. Lift one leg up. Straighten it back. Reaching toward the back of the room, but it's on a little angle. We want to line up our leg with the rest of our body. And let's just do some kicks here. Really focusing on stability. So each time you kick, we want to avoid moving our back with the kick. Keep your back nice and steady. Use those core muscles. Keep going. If you reach and really contract every muscle in your leg, you should feel this right away. Okay, now hold it steady. If your left leg's lifted, we're gonna lift our left hand or place our left hand on the mat and rotate. If your right leg's lifted, turn the other way, right hand on the mat. Now we're angled out a little. We're gonna feel a little more in the outer thigh as we kick. Good, that's it. The exercise we were just doing, our hips were even. Now we're lifting one hip higher. 8 more, 7, 6. Nice job. Keep your knee nice and straight. Okay, last move, hold it up. Bend your knee towards your elbow and then kick your leg high. Good. Bend your knee towards your elbow, kick your leg high. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it up for a few seconds and lower down. Okay, turn. Sit back on your heels. Let's roll our shoulders back to take a little break, and then we'll switch sides. I'm going to turn the other way so my back's not facing you when I do the exercise. 2 more. 1 more. All right, let's go back down and switch legs. So down onto your forearms, hold those abs in. Line up your leg with your body. Keep your hips even and kick, 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 kick. A little bit longer. Try to keep your lower back steady. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it. I have my right leg lifted, so I'm going to place my right hand. I'm going to turn my hip out and then side kick. Good. Again, keeping your side body muscles working here so we don't do a little side bend each time we kick our leg. Holding those lower abs. Good. That's it. 8 more. 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Now that nice bend, which hopefully you feel a stretch in the glutes as you bend if you're not tucking and round it. Keep your spine neutral and then stretch it out high. Bend it in, excuse me, towards your elbow and then reach nice and high. 8. You got it. 7, 6, 4 more. And 3, 2. Okay, reach your leg up, hold it for a few seconds, and then lower down. All right, back onto our hands and knees. Legs a little bit apart. Let's do cat-cow stretch. So our hands are under our shoulders. knees under our hips. Start to tuck your tailbone, round your back, lower your head. Go through that nice neutral spine and then extend. Our eyes look a little past the end of our mat. And then again, round our back, lower your head, and then neutral and extend. Now, as we're arching, we're drawing in our abs for support. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Now find neutral. Looking straight down, hold it. Now take your toes to the mat, little stretch for your feet. Shift your hips back, sitting your glutes back closer to your heels with your toes on the mat. Hold it and take it forward. Okay, from here, let's go to a cross-legged seated position. If you're not comfortable, you can kneel. You can also sit on a yoga block. Try your best to sit neutral. It can be difficult. If there's any tightness, you might feel like you're here. Change up your leg position so you can sit tall. Okay, take one hand down, one hand behind your head. Reach a little wide. We're gonna lift our elbow up and go into a nice side body stretch. Good, take it back up. Now elbow crosses over towards your knee, rotation. Take it back up. Let's do that one more time. Elbow up towards the ceiling, curving your spine, you got it. Back to the center, elbow crosses over, keep the opposite hip grounded, and then up. Push away from the hand that's on the mat and over to the other side. Reach wide so you can lean a little bit. Lift your elbow, reach, 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 keep the chest open. Take it back up, now cross rotation. Feel that nice stretch, and we're rounding our back here. Take it back up, elbow high, good. And back up, cross over, keep your hips steady, and take it up. Okay, stretch your legs out, hip distance apart, flex your feet, reach for your toes and try to keep your back flat. If you feel like you have to round to reach, bend your knees a little bit. We're gonna reach, if you can, hang on to your toes, hinge forward and hold the stretch. If you can do this with your legs straight, great. If not, that's okay, keep them bent and then take it up. All right, let's turn so we have plenty of mat behind. We're gonna start off with our legs bent, hold our hamstrings. Sit up tall, sitting right on the sits bone, so nice neutral pelvis. Now start to curve, tuck the tailbone, posterior tilt of the pelvis. Come back up tall, inhale, exhale, roll back. Each time you roll back, think about those abs, pulling them in closer to your spine. Make sure you don't tense up the neck or shoulders where you're here. Keep those shoulders down. Two more. Okay, now hold it back here. Release and balance in this position. Just stay right here, scooping those lower abs, arms reaching, but we're not here. We want to hold those shoulders in a nice neutral position. Let's do 8 pulses. Now we have that gentle curve in our spine from our head to our tailbone. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now sit tall, hold your hamstrings, look straight ahead. Great job. Let's stretch our legs out and bring them close together. Let's go all the way down onto our mat. But first, sit tall. So you're working here by lengthening the spine. Inhale, start to roll back, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, roll it down. Okay, once you're down, arms to your side. Let's bend our legs in hip distance apart. Let's begin with the bridge. So we're gonna tuck our tailbone, lift our hips nice and even, looking straight up towards the ceiling. Try your best to relax your shoulders into the mat. Always drawing in those abs so our lower back's comfortable. We're not arching the lower back too much. Now let's do some pulses here. You're gonna feel this in the back of your legs. You'll feel it in the top of your legs a little as well. We wanna point our knees straight ahead. And 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, roll your spine down from the top to the bottom, one vertebra at a time. Release and try your best to roll into a nice neutral pelvis where the pelvis is level with the mat. Now, legs together, hold on to your waist with your fingers on your abs, your thumb on your lower back. Let's go into a march where we stabilize our lower back. We're not sinking our lower back into the mat. We're trying to stabilize in a nice neutral position. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Okay, finish with your legs together. Arms to your side, lift to a bridge. but now our legs are close. We're gonna hold it here steady and lift one leg at a time. Same thing, alternating legs. Don't drop your hip. Keep your hips nice and even. Okay, just 4 more. Keep going. Exhale, inhale. 1 more. Okay, legs together. Lower your hips down. Before we move on, let's pull both knees in. Hug our knees, a little stretch here. Let's do 1 more stretch. Lengthen your legs up. Hold the back of your legs and flex your feet. Reach your heels up towards the ceiling. And then back to a knee hug here. And feet down, hip distance apart. Okay, let's work abs. Now, you can stay in a neutral position for abs where there's a little space. Or you can tuck the tailbone where there's no space here. Just a little tuck. Don't tighten up the back body muscles too much. Curl it up and see how it feels in neutral or a posterior tilt where your lower back's on the mat. Eyes over your knees, but tuck your chin down and back. Just always leave space between your chin and your chest. Okay, let's roll it down. Take your hands behind your head. Try it here. Elbows in or up. Curl it up, supporting your head. So you're gently pressing your fingers into the back of your head, allowing your head to feel heavy in your hands. Let's start here with 8 pulses. 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Take a deep breath in, exhale, roll down. Now try to drop your elbows to the mat. Lift both legs to tabletop. Now we're gonna try to keep our lower back pressed into the mat. So use those abs. So from here, we're gonna stretch one leg out, keep your lower back on the mat. Take it back in, switch, reach the other leg. Don't lift your lower back. Exhale, inhale, inhale. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Okay, holding your legs up in a tabletop. Curl it up, eyes looking over your knees. Same thing, single leg stretch, just a little more challenging with our shoulders lifted. And switch, pull it in, and switch, pull it in. Just 4 more. Exhale, inhale. 2 more, 1 more. Okay, hold your legs up. Lift your shoulders a little higher. Stretch both legs out and crisscross. 1 leg on top, switch, switch, switch. Now, if this is too much for you, you can bend your knees back to a tabletop and hold it. But if you're doing okay, let's do 8 more. 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2. Now, legs together, hold it, and bend, roll back. Take your arms to your side. Reverse curls. Arms are down. We're gonna lift our hips by contracting our abs. And again, now if you really start to feel uncomfortable in the hip area, you can always try dropping your heels, which relaxes the quads a little and hopefully the hips. Or you can turn your legs out with your feet connected. It's a little harder to lift, but you're still getting a great workout. And hopefully the hips feel a little more comfortable. And 8, and 7, and 6. Keep going. Use the exhale to lift your hips. 2 more, 1 more, and slowly lower your legs down back to a neutral position, so legs hip distance apart. Okay, from here, hands behind your head again. Curl it up, lift your elbows, and just hold it here. Eyes look over your knees. Drop that rib cage down. It's okay if your back's pressed against the mat. That's all right. Hold it and lower down. Now from here, we're gonna lift and rotate to one side, switch sides. Lift and rotate to the other side. So we're lifting one shoulder, bringing our elbow reaching towards the opposite leg. Hold onto your head, allow your neck to feel nice and comfortable by creating this little hammock for your head with your hands. And 8, good. And 7, keep going. 6, just 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, relax your arms to your side. Let's finish with scissors. So we're gonna lift our legs, hold our hamstring, stretch our legs up. Curl it up, looking at your shins or your knees. Now lower one leg, hold in one leg. I hold up high, closer to my ankle, and then slowly switch. Now, if your neck's getting tired, you can do scissors with your head back like this. 8 more. 7. You can bend the top leg a little bit if that's a little more comfortable. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale, lower your head and keep your legs reaching. Flex your feet again. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. Let's go into an inner thigh stretch. So we're hanging on. We're going to reach wide. You can support your legs with your hands. Go as low as you like so you feel that stretch in your inner thighs. Now point your toes and take it back up. Let's do that one more time. Flex your feet, straddle, good. Point your toes, take it back up. Okay, bend your legs. Let's stretch our legs out straight. Arms by your ears. We're gonna do a roll up to take it up to a seated position. So we're nice and long here, our abs are engaged. Inhale, lift your arms, exhale, roll it all the way up. If you get stuck and you can't go up, kick your leg. Spine stretch forward, so we're rounding up and over our legs, and then stack your spine tall, hands behind in a comfortable position, reverse plank. Lift your hips and hold it here. Looking over your body, gently pressing your heels into the mat, and then lower down. Okay, let's cross our legs. Go into rotation, sit tall. Hold on to one leg and rotate. Look towards the back of the room, and now switch sides. Okay, take it to the center, hands down. Let's go on our hands and knees again. Center of our mat, our legs are close together. Try your best to not start rounded. We want that length in our back, neutral position. Lift the right arm, left leg. Lower down, slow and steady. Lift the left arm, right leg. Lower down. Right arm, left leg. Lower, continue, left arm, right leg. Now go at a pace that's comfortable for you. We're trying to balance. We're using those back body muscles. Not easy to do in this position. Try your best. I like to exhale when I lift. I find it's a little easier to contract your muscles on the exhale and balance. Reach your leg, make sure it's straight. And 6 more. Take your time. Just 2 more. And 1 more. All right, from here, legs together. Let's walk our hands forward a little bit, lower our hips for knee push-ups. We want to get our hips down so it's a little more challenging, but if it's too much for you, you can keep it here to do the push-up. Okay, let's do 8. So our hands are wide. We're angling our fingers in, elbows reach wide when we bend. All right, just 4 more. Inhale, exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back. Let's sit back in our heels, interlace our fingers, and just circle our hands around to give our wrist and forearm a little break. And any tightness, it'll loosen up that tightness in your forearm and hands. Okay, let's go to a regular push-up position with our knees up. We're gonna lower our body down. If you find it's too much to do it from here, just drop your knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take it all the way to the mat. Point your toes. Stretch your arms out. Lift your body up off the mat. Legs go apart a little, about hip distance apart. We're in a Superman position. Hold it here. Eyes look down. Arms are reaching. And then lower down. Okay, from here, we're going to take our hands in, one hand on top of the other, forehead on your hands. Now my legs are a little bit apart. We're going to lift up into that Superman position and do some pulses. But usually the arms and shoulders are a little more comfortable here when we bend them. We rest our forehead on our hands and we're lifting our legs, lifting our upper body. If it gets to be too much for you, place one foot on the mat, one leg at a time, and then switch after 5 or 6. Keep going. Make sure you're breathing. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2. Hold it up, and then lower down. Okay, take it up onto your forearms. Keep your legs on the mat so we're in extension. If you find this is just too uncomfortable for the low back, compress. Take it down a little bit with your elbows wider. Just stay in extension. We want our hips nice and open. We don't want our hips to pop up. Hold it here. and now lower back down. Now from here, we're gonna take our arms 90 degrees. Lift your legs, lift your upper body, stretch your arms out, bend them in, lower down. Repeat, lift, reach, bend, and down. Again, lift, reach, bend, and down. Now remember, when you lift, really try to reach your legs so they stay straight. Don't bend your knees. And down. 2 more. Up, reach, bend, down. 1 more. Up, reach, bend, and down. Okay, from here, let's take it back up onto our forearms. Remember, if you're not comfortable with your elbows in close, it's too much of an arch, move your elbows wider. Keep your shoulders down. Keep those back muscles working. Move your legs a little closer, but they don't have to be together. We're gonna bend one leg in and then stretch it out and lift our leg up a little bit. So the top of your quads on the mat, but your knees lifted. Bend it in. You can lower here a little if that's more comfortable on your knee. And then as you reach, you lift. So my knee, maybe you can't tell because my pants, but my knee's up off the mat. Curl it in, keep your hips and back steady, and reach. 1 more. Curl it in and reach, and then lower down. Switch. Lift the other leg up. Curl it in. You can drop your knee a little bit here if it's more comfortable on your knee. And then we straighten, we press the other foot into the mat for stability. And then we curl it in, and then we reach. Keep your knee up off the mat. Curl it in, reach. Keep your knee lifted. 2 more. Curl it in, reach. 1 more. Curl it in, reach, and lower down. All right, from here, hands on the mat. We're gonna push off the mat. Let's go back into child pose stretch. Feel that nice stretch in the glutes, lower back. In this stretch, take a couple of deep breaths in. 1 more inhale. On your next exhale, sit back on your heels and round it up. Lifting your chin last. Nice posture here. Good, let's take it to our side. We're gonna go all the way down in a nice straight line to start. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Now bend the bottom leg and lift the top leg. You can change up the position of this arm here so you're comfortable. You can even take a pillow and place it here and rest your head on the pillow. Now we want stability, we want to reach, moving our hip, creating length here so our hip's not sinking into our rib cage. Move it away and then start to circle, lengthening. Good. So take your time, go nice and slow so we can practice that stability. Just our leg moving, getting all the muscles strong. Good. Keep the top of your foot forward, so try not to turn out your leg. The bottom leg's just adding that little stability here with a bent position. All right, let's go the other way and circle. Outer thigh glute, we want to work the glute a little too, so keep your leg parallel. Don't turn it out here. Good. Let's go the other way and circle and circle. Now make sure your upper body's in a nice position. We don't want to be forward like this with our head down. Keep your neck nice and neutral. Good. Let's switch again the other way. Almost done. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now let's do a form check. So we lift hip height. We reach. Our toes are reaching. We're lengthening, creating space. Our upper body's relaxed. Flex your foot and lower down. Okay, bend your legs and rest the top leg. Now before we switch sides, let's just roll to our back, do a little stretch, and then we'll switch legs. Our legs are together. Our arms can be anywhere that's comfortable for you. We're gonna lower our legs to one side slowly, rotation, lift our legs and over to the other side. Good, lift your legs. Nice to move our spine, going into rotation, flexion, extension. 2 more, and 1 more. Okay, we're gonna switch legs. So I'm gonna take it all the way up so I can face you. You can turn the other way if you like. We're gonna go down onto our mat in that neutral position. Try to line up your body. You're gonna feel that your outer thigh that's on the mat's a little sore from the work we just did. Bend the bottom leg, lift the top leg. Make sure your hips are stacked. Hold in those abs. Relax the shoulders. Try to find a comfortable position and circle your leg around. Slow and controlled. Good. So if there's any tightness in the hip glute area to lower back, hamstring, if you stabilize and get really comfortable with just moving your leg, it's great. You're strengthening all those muscles, but also releasing any tension. If you drag your body with your leg, we're just keeping those muscles very connected, and we want to separate here so our leg is moving, but our body's nice and stable. Good, let's go the other way. So where it's glute contraction, out of thigh, hip. Glute contraction, out of thigh, hip. Good, body stable. All right, let's go the other way. Keep going. This is difficult when we switch sides because the bottom leg, the leg we just worked, is getting tired, I'm sure. So it's hard to continue, but try your best. All right, let's go the other way again. We're almost done. It's almost time to stretch. All right, let's see if we can do 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Reach. Don't forget to reach. And 4, 3, 2. Let's do a form check. Hold your leg up. Reach another inch. Stack. Pull those abs in. Release any tension in your neck or tightness. Flex your foot. Feel that nice stretch in the lower leg. And lower down. Okay, let's face our mat for the first stretch. So we're going to start in this position with our body a little lower. We're going to bend one leg and hold our ankle for a quad stretch. So take the same hand, grab your ankle. Now your upper body, you can rest your head, you can hold it up, it's up to you. But our legs are close together. We'll spend some time stretching because it's so important. Now in this position, make sure your glutes are contracted so your hips not popping up away from the mat. Okay, let's slowly switch. Bend the other leg, grab onto your ankle. Make sure your legs are close. Gently pull your heel closer to your glute. Hold it, don't forget to contract the glutes. Almost like you're trying to tuck the tailbone here. You'll get a much better stretch. And then release. Okay, hands on the mat, take it up onto all fours. Legs a little bit apart, like we did earlier. Toes on the mat, I love this stretch. Pushing your body weight back, stretching the feet. Especially if you wear shoes all day long, it's nice to do these stretches. We don't want tightness in our ankle, feet, lower leg. Okay, take it forward. Relax your toes. Now, knees a little wider. Turn your hands out. We're just gonna rock our body side to side, stretching the forearm in our hands. 4 more. 2 more. Okay, take it to the center. Hands back to a neutral position. Take one hand behind your head. Reach your elbow up. This is why our legs are a little wider here for this one. It'll feel uncomfortable. Reach up. You might be able to rotate more than me. Hold it up and then take it down. Elbow goes all the way into the supporting arm. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift, rotate. You got it. Exhale. Okay, let's switch hands. Hand behind your head. Rotate, reaching your elbow up towards the ceiling. And then slowly take it to your supporting arm. Good, again, inhale up, exhale. Okay, both hands down. Now stretch your legs out to a plank with your legs a little bit apart, downward dog again. Lower your heels, they don't have to go to the mat. We're just stretching the back of our legs. Keep your arms straight, head between your arms. Hold it a few seconds longer. And now lower your knees to the mat. Okay, let's go to a seated position. We're gonna start with a straddle stretch. I'll keep my body to the side. So in that straddle, I like to keep my legs placed there and I push forward a little deeper into the stretch and then just flex your feet. You can continue to hold onto the back of your mat for support so you don't end up here. So arms back, lengthen your spine, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. Point your toes, flex again, toes up, hold. Point your toes. Now let's try releasing. Walk our hands forward a little bit, but keep your back lifted. So if you feel like you have to be here to go forward, then don't go forward. Just stay here until you get really comfortable in this position and then start to inch your way forward. Hang out here just a little bit longer. Hold in these stretches a little longer for flexibility. And now walk your hands back. Let's do one more stretch in this position. One arm tucks under the other arm up and over, but we'll keep this one moving. And then we reach our arms wide and switch. Good. Reach your arms wide and switch. Reach wide and switch. Okay, just 2 more. Sit tall. 1 more. Reach, hold it, and and lower down. All right, let's bring our legs in. Bottom of our feet together. Knees as low as they can go, down towards the mat. Sit really tall, hanging onto your feet or ankle. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, up and over your legs. Hold it here. I take my elbows to the inside of my legs and I gently press them down to get a little deeper stretch. We're almost done. And then slowly take it back up. Okay, let's finish with our legs crossed, just a little stretch for our neck, and then we're all done. Try to sit tall. If you can't sit tall here, go to a kneeling position. Tilt your head to one side. Just feel that nice mild stretch. Don't lift your shoulders though. Stay nice and neutral. Pull in those abs. Now let's slowly circle to the other side. Stretch the back of your neck. Eyes forward. Don't lean. Keep your shoulders nice and even. Ear gets a little closer to your shoulder, but don't lift. Circle to the other side. Hold. Circle one more time. Hold. And back to the center. All right, let's finish today's class with a deep breath in. Look up, extend your neck one more time. Exhale. One more deep breath in and exhale. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. I'll see you.